We've had we've been on a fourth featured book for some months now. And gladly, today is the last day on it. Not as if we're in a hurry away from it, but the end of the thing is great. So we can go to other things, right? I've enjoyed this time reading this book. This is a good book. It comes recommended if you're looking for a book to read on finance. It doesn't stay in the traditional, we're just talking about money. It talks about, it joins what we call life development together with finance, pretty much saying that the way for you to get your finance right is to get your life right. When your life is right, it will produce the finance that you need, right? So that's the beauty, right, of the way she's taken it. I've enjoyed it. And that comes along with us has enjoyed it also. And just things you can readily apply in your life and you can see the difference. I'm seeing it, I'm using it, so as much as I'm here to share, I'm also listening to the things I'm sharing. I'm learning also, my own life is getting better. And I'm not here to share with you because I've arrived and I see that I have no place to grow. I'm still growing a whole lot, I'm sharing of what I already know, and I'm opening myself also to learn more, right? To become better. Uh, and just going straight on onto the concluding chapter in the book, and she has that quote there talking about the need to follow your heart, right? And we saw that coming from our third featured book, right? When we read, no, it was our second featured book, right? We read Believe It, right? And talking about listening to your heart, listening to your gut feeling, right? And that's what this book is doing also. Like we know ourselves, we're able to live from an inside out perspective, right? Our locus of control is internal, not external, right? We're not being driven by what every other person is doing. We're driven by what our own destiny, our own calling is, right? And that's, you can summarize as the book, living from inside out, not outside in, right? So we need to learn to listen to our heart, right? Because our heart knows the way, right? And once our heart came, and when we use the word heart here, it's not the physical heart, right? That pumps blood. We're talking about the core of our being. And that, in a sense, is synonymous with what we call our intuitive mind, right? Because the intuitive mind is a overlap between what we call our mind and the spirit world, as it were, because it gets impulse, direction from a spirit world. That's what we talk about, having a God feeling, right? God's feeling, right? And the heart is at the center, in a sense, it's our intuitive mind included in our heart, right? Because the heart itself, it's an overlap, right, between our mind and our spirit, right? It's not completely our spirit, it's not completely our mind, right? There is a part of the mind that makes up the heart, right? Just as there is a part of our spirit that makes up the heart, right? So it is an overlap between our mind and our heart, right? And it's a place where we get messaging, right? From a spirit world, for what we call also in developmental world, infinite intelligence, right? Key thing is that you're getting the wisdom with which God created the universe. You're getting direction from nature itself, right? And when our heart is in the right place, we're able to pick the right impulse that directs us, For us as Christians, we'll talk about the heart staying on the word of God, right? Which for us is the direction, the guide, right? And whatever religion you're in or whatever you believe in that gives you that place of peace is the heart coming to the place of belief, rest in what what guides your life, as it were, and that's been the core of the book itself, is being able to find yourself, right? Not being lost in the crowd, but finding yourself, the awareness, discovering yourself and living the purpose, the fullness of who you are, right? That's a place where you conquer, right? And not being conquered, right? Like we get to say, right? We were brought here to conquer our world, right? To leave a definite imprint upon the world. But if we don't do that, then the world is going to conquer us, right? Because there's no vacuum in this world, right? There's a continual push, there's a continual pull, right? If we're not conquering, the world is going to conquer us, right? So for a world not to conquer us, then we have to conquer. Right? There is no vacuum, there's no sitting on the fence, right? Something is pushing, right? And it's up to us to be the one pushing, because if we don't push, we'll be pushed, right? So it's a decision, right? And